Welcome to the Cosmic Download for December 2019. I'm Anna Francesca Celestino. I'm an intuitive, I'm an empath, I'm a life coach, and I'm here to deliver the Cosmic Download for this month to help you get a feel for what the energy is going to be like, how we can use it, and how we can make the most of it this month, and also how to avoid the pitfalls, which is really important. So thank you for joining me, and let's see what we're up against or what we have coming on this month. Okay. So first, before we do that, I want to just take a quick look back at last month. Last month was about returning to simpler times and finding out what we needed to do by asking our inner 10-year-old, what do you want? What would you like to do? And so what I heard from a lot of people was the message they got from their 10-year-old is, let's go outside, let's play, let's get out in the sun. And so sometimes that's what we need. That's maybe just a way that we can make our lives a little bit easier, is just take a break, get outside, get in the sun. It's as simple as that. Okay, so this month, what we're looking at, the first words that I got when I did the reading for this month were Loki. That's a phrase that came to mind when I touched into this month's energy. And it's not actually about resting. And I know a lot of Decembers before this, I've talked about resting, taking time out over the holidays. But it's not so much about resting this month as about keeping things incredibly simple. So you can see we're kind of continuing that simplicity theme from November. It's about exerting minimal energy. It's about keeping energy in reserve. And that's what I feel like we're kind of doing. We're kind of building up our energy to move into the new year. So this goes beyond not overdoing for the holidays. I think this is about a lot of people I talk to, almost everybody I talk to, if not everybody I talk to, is feeling exhausted from the pace and the intensity of life these days. There's just so much going on. It's just an incredible energetic overwhelm, I think, that a lot of people are feeling. And so the concept of starting a new year may even feel a bit overwhelming, to have the energy to go into a new year. Usually we're like ramped up and ready to go, but it feels almost like, oh my God, not another year. Oh my God, can I actually do this? So I feel like what this month is about gathering our energy together and allowing ourselves to have that energy to propel us forward. So it's almost as if we're inhaling as deeply as we can so we can propel ourselves into the next year. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, if you look around, it's like life's not going to get probably any less intense anytime soon. I'm not saying it won't eventually change, but for right now, I don't see that the intensity lessening anytime soon. So if that's the case, then we need to look at what is a different way for us to be in these times, and what's a different way for us to be in this intensity so that we're not just constantly overwhelmed, constantly struggling against it. And so all this spiritual work that everybody's been doing over the years, all of this preparation is about these times. It's about our ability to be able to find our center in the midst of the insanity, to be able to hold steady as things get crazy, to find joy within the simple moments, okay? To simplify, just simplify, simplify, simplify. This is going to be our mandate for 2020, simplify. So now more than ever, we're being called to be here now, okay? Obviously that phrase has been around for a long time, and certainly the teachings about being in the moment have been around for thousands of years. But this is really, I believe, a time that we need this more than ever. So just finding our center, being in the moment, thinking of phrases like, or awarenesses like, in this moment, I'm safe. In this moment, I'm happy. In this moment, I'm at peace. In this moment, I'm loved. So just finding those simple things that we can connect with in the moment to know that we're okay. Right now, I'm okay. I'm fine. Okay? And to recognize that. So this holiday season is a great time to practice our be here now. Stop, take in the moment, appreciate what you have, appreciate those around you, appreciate life, value life, enjoy the wonder of the children around you. They're so amazing and full of life. and so uninhibited. So enjoy the children around you. Find awe in the night sky, in the first snow, in sunsets. Find the awe. Look for that in your life. Don't just rush through this month. Count your blessings. We have many, many blessings. Many of us are so blessed. And so we want to look at what are the blessings that I have and how can I share those with other people as well. So lately, I've been fascinated with superhero shows. It's a little bit out of character for me to be into comic book heroes, but I don't know what it is. I started with Jessica Jones. I went on to the Arrow. I'm watching The Flash now. And I think what fascinates me about these shows is that here are ordinary people who are given incredible gifts, incredible powers. And what I find fascinating is their journey to learning how to embrace those powers, how to own those powers, how to become the hero. And so I think that that's, in a way, that's what we're experiencing now. Is these are not ordinary times. And for us to be ordinary people, it's just not enough. We need to be more. So I think that now is the time for extraordinary people dressed in ordinary clothes to live extraordinarily powerful lives. We can't play small anymore. We can't lie to ourselves about who we are. The times just are not going to permit that. We are called instead to recognize our gifts and to learn how to use them like heroes. So I would ask you, what are your gifts? This may be something you can do for this month. What are your gifts? Maybe, we're not talking about, we're not talking about speed, being a speedster like the Flash or being the Arrow, but the gifts that we have, that many people have, are things, simple things. Again, simple things like being a good listener or just listening to people. Maybe it's speaking up, standing up for someone or something. Maybe it's maybe you have a gift for gathering friends, around the dinner table, creating a meal together. Maybe it's providing comfort. Maybe it's saving the day, being the person who always manages to come through and do what needs to be done. These are the kinds of things, the gifts that we have, the superpowers that we have. So, I would encourage you this month to identify what some of the gifts are that you have that maybe friends comment about. Oh, she's always so happy, or she's always so helpful, or he's always so encouraging. What are those gifts that you have, and how will you use them to create a better world? Okay, so I want to just look forward a little bit into the end of this month, the beginning of next month, and actually we're going to go into February, because there's some, to me, what I'm seeing, and I don't know how this fits astrologically, but what I'm seeing is some really big stuff coming up. So I spoke last month at the end of the reading about an energetic earthquake that I saw coming at the end of December or the beginning of January. What I saw were, remember, this is all energetic. We're not talking about real earthquakes. I'm talking about energetic earthquakes. And what I saw were two plates, maybe like tectonic plates, that are going to sort of find a new place, a new alignment with one another. And they're going to sort of snap into place, and they're going to stay there for a while. Okay? So what I've begun to associate this alignment with, this snapping together, what I see that as is our alignment between the truth we know within ourselves and how we're living our lives. So in the Shift System, my group coaching program, we talk about this as authentic living, being on the outside who you know yourself to be on the inside. So the message that I got about this, and it's pretty adamant, is that we're not going to be able to be out of alignment with ourselves without experiencing some consequences. So I don't mean to make it ominous or scary or anything like that. This actually is probably a good thing because, frankly, being out of alignment with ourselves is pretty painful most often. So what we're being called on is to come into alignment and to come into alignment with our truth. Okay, so we're going to hear more about that in January, but I really want to give you a heads up because I feel like it's coming, and people that I've been talking to have been experiencing like relationships that they're in that they just can't keep going with the way that they are now because it's out of alignment for the truth of who they are. Or maybe jobs that people have that just don't suit them anymore, or sucking the life out of them, or whatever that might be, or people in our lives who we just need to tell the truth to, or we need to make some sort of an adjustment or a change. So hopefully you can relate to that in some way on your own. Where are you feeling out of alignment with what you know on the inside and what's happening on the outside? So bottom line, we just can't betray ourselves by living a lie anymore. It's just not going to work. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Okay. So this energy is going to support us in coming into alignment with the truth of who we are. So I just, I kind of caught a glimpse. I felt something around February that we may begin to see some high drama in the political arena as people who have been betraying themselves, maybe even betraying the country for political or personal gain, they're going to be spotlighted to face the consequences of that. If they've been out of alignment with what they know is right on the inside, but they've been acting differently on the outside, it's going to come to light. It's going to become very obvious and very visible, and we're going to see some consequences attached to that. So I should have said, did I say spoiler alert at the beginning of that? I think that drama might be coming, so stay tuned for that. But more important than anything else, we need to be watching for ourselves and getting ourselves into alignment with the truth. So that said, if I can help you in any way, either with an intuitive reading or a coaching session, please check the link below. I want to say that I see you. I see that the work that you're doing, I see your commitment to your life. I see your commitment to making the world a better place. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I want to support you in that and support the journey that you're on, because we need all the heroes that we can get. So please let me know if I can help. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for December. I think that's it for 2019, and I'll see you in January. Have a wonderful holiday season. Keep it simple. Find the joy.